Good morning, friends. Cheryl here with inkedpulp, and man, oh man, I had another rough night last night. I was up in the middle of the night chatting with Juju. I mean, like at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was insanely silly. KK and Penny, and so I'm dragging a little this morning, but I'll get going here. I have several things to share with you before we get started. Oh, oh. So I came down a little bit early. This is going to take me a little while to do because I work on these when I get inspired, but I'll show you when we're all done. So I've been working on this one. And these are the other ones that we've done. Fun, fun, fun stuff. Oh, I did do this one too. Kind of looks like a snowflake. But that's how we're coming on that. I might need to back this out a little bit. I didn't adjust my camera before. The only drawback with this new camera is that there is no zoom on it. I wish there was a zoom, but it's been really good other than that. No, I don't know. I've been enjoying it. Hey, Pam. So anyway, I'm slowly but surely working on this. This is going to be our folio page. And anyway, I'm working on that. I thought maybe this morning we could do something with this leftover piece, like maybe a belly band. Oh, oh. Or something like this. Or like a flip up. I don't know. We'll see. And then I have a couple of books to show you. I have my joke book. As soon as we get more people here, I'll tell my little joke from the kids' joke book. So last night, if you haven't seen it yet, go take a look at it. I did a flip through with this book, who is authored by Raven Reign, Reign, and it's a cut and collage book, and it's got some spooky stuff if you're into Halloween, but it's got some wonderful, wonderful collage pieces. And I'll spoil the surprise at the end of my video. Just look at her. We could do some fun stuff with her. The spoiler that I've had on my video that I made is that this is all copyright free. And I confirmed that with her. I emailed her. I love that girl. And my all-time favorite in this book is, let me find the one that's, although this is a close second. I love this. My ultimate favorite in here is this one. I love this girl. So these are all copyright free, and I did, because there's no copyright information anywhere on it. This is, she self-publishes this on Amazon, and there's no copyright information anywhere on it. So I emailed her and I said, what's the deal with licensing and copyright? Am I free to use this? And she said, copyright free. So I can use it, cut it. So the fact that it's double-sided isn't such a big deal because I can run these through the scanner and put nice paper in it and have, hi Tony, and have access to both sides. So that's one. There is a link to this in the video. I'm sorry, I'm reading some chat. There is a link to this in the other video, and it's an affiliate link. So if you use that link, I get a couple pennies anyway. Here you go. I'm going to be yawning a lot. Like I'm working on maybe 3 hours of sleep here. So I am. The other one I bought this book and I looked through it and I wasn't thrilled with it. So I was going to return it to Amazon. And they said, no need to return this book. And they gave me a refund, but they don't want it back. I thought these would be more realistic. It's eyes and mouths, and look at that. There's some animal eyes that I can cut out and use in my surreal collage. Those are some that are a little more interesting, but they're all black and white. So these are colors that aren't necessarily realistic. I'll use them since they... Oh, these are printable. They have printable versions of some of their books, like these collage dolls. They've got some surreal collage pages too. I may go look at some of their printable versions. They've got ears. They've just got all kinds of stuff in them. And like I said, I probably won't use much of this. Now, there's some very realistic eyes. I was hoping for more like this, where I could cut them out and use them, but there's not a lot of that realistic stuff in here. So I'll keep it, but it probably won't be my go-to book. So I got those two books. Hello, Big Mama. Oh, you got to go look at my channel and look at the flip through of this book. This is cut and collage, but it's all royalty free. So there's no copyright on this. You could cut these images out and use them in your work, and it's really cool. So I have a flip through video of this on my channel, and with a link that's an affiliate link, so it gives me a couple of pennies when you buy from the affiliate link. So that's that. And then, I don't know, like I said, I'm running on very little sleep again. I don't know why I can't sleep, but I have a really hard time sleeping. So let me find a joke. Okay, you guys. Here's a riddle for you. Why did the eagle win an Oscar? Oh, I showed the answer. I'm going to do a different one because I showed the answer. It was very talented. Oh, here's one. Why do electronics go to the dentist? Any guesses? No guesses? Oh, glue hangover. I'll tell you what, I just could not sleep. All right, you want the answer? Why do electronics go to the dentist? To check on their Bluetooth. Versus no, to check on their Bluetooth. All right. There's a silly kid joke you can pass along to somebody today, make them smile. All right, what shall we make today? For those who just came in, didn't see it, I'm still working on this. It'll take me a little while because I have to be in the mood to work on it, but I've been working on this one. I did some this morning. And I did this one. I got Posca pens, a black and a white, and so I'm gonna fix the centers of these so we well, Caroline, good morning. So I'm still working. Takes a long time to do these, and I have to be in the mood to do it. So I'm still working on it little by little. And then I have this one. Should I cut this in half and make it 2 tags, or should we leave it whole and make it like a flip thingy-mabobber? What do you think? Give me some input, you guys. My brain really hurts this morning. Shall we make it a flip up, or shall we make it 2 tags? What do you guys think? A whole flippy mabobber. I have 1 vote for 2 tags and a whole flippy thingy mabobber. Tell me what you mean by a whole flippy thingy mabobber. Well, I got 2 votes for 2 tags, but I'm still interested in this whole flippy mabobber. You just wanted to try to write that. But what did you have in mind? What was your thought about it? Hi, Irma. You ain't right. Okay, well, there we've got 2 little tags. And we can do something with those. I like them. Now, one thing I think I should do is it'd be great if I could find my Posca pen that I have here already. There it is. Let's go. And the thing with Posca pens that you have to be careful with is if you start dragging them, they splatter. If you press too hard and drag them along the page. There's that. Let's do this other big one. probably going to be kind of quiet tonight. A go-go girl. What about oops, I'm going outside the lines, you guys. All right. I can go that way or that way, and then I've got this little snowflakey thing here. Let me look at something really quick. I probably have her. Let me look at my pictures. I thought I had like an old hippie lady. Camera roll. I can't find, and I know I have them on here. Oh, there it is. Junk journal. Christie's printables. All right. I'm wondering, we could kind of fussy cut one of these. Hang on a second. Let me show you. Okay. What do you think about those gals? I'm kind of thinking this one down here because I could kind of fussy cut around her. Yes, it is fun. Juju, I'm so tired today. I can hardly keep my eyes open. Do you guys like these pictures? Might be too big for this. I could shrink it down. You might not be able to see anything. I am just I can make these smaller. No. Okay, bear with me a second. I'm getting my printer settings here. Okay. It's printing. What shall we do with the second one? Oh, I smudged that. I got to put something over that. You like the hippie ladies? Okay, what shall we do on this second one? Let me go get that page that I just printed. I cut her down. Which one do you like? A, B, C. What you guys can't see. I gotta stop sharing. Hang on a second. Okay. Which one do you guys like? A, B, C, or D? Give me a vote, you guys. A, B, C, or D? This one's got blue hair, so she kind of matches that. This one's got blue and pink. I got 2 for A, 1 for C. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 for A. So it looks like A is it. So what's everybody doing today? It's Friday, y'all. Anybody got big plans for the weekend? Anybody got big plans? Working on a Western journal. Oh, very cool. You guys, I found a sale today. It's like it's just like a flea market kind of thing, but it's in a building and they have hundreds. I was showing it to April last night as we were chatting in the middle of the night. And by the way, if anybody else is ever up in the middle of the night and you want to chat or something, just look and see if I'm online. Because I often am, and I'm happy to chat. I don't know why I don't sleep, because I feel so miserable the next day. I think I'm gonna take this down a little bit more. Leaving in a few minutes to head to Jim's appointment in Billings. Oh, yes. Safe travels, my friend. See, that's what I was afraid of. She's a little too big, but I can go shrink her down. I could make her like 80%, but look at that. Isn't that cool? But we need to be able to see the stuff behind. So, yes, safe travels. Watch out for the other crazy people on the road. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. All right. It's copying and shrinking. Oh, junk jewelry. Fun. Isn't that a fun image, though? It's too big for this that we're working on, but look at that. Let's see what the 80%. Let's see what it looks like at 80%. Takes longer to print when you shrink it down. And there's a lot of ink in that. Well, you guys, I did a really stupid thing. Hang on. I think this will work, but I did a really stupid thing. I had cut out the one that we wanted, and then when I put it on the page to recopy, I took the rest of them. And so let's look at her real quick and see if we even like her. Actually, she might be even better. Hey, Marie, how are you doing today? We're just making a fun. So we had the joke of the day for those of you who just came in. Here was the joke. If you already heard it, don't answer. Why do electronics go to the dentist? Oh, and Wendy. Oh, yes, I saw your message and I didn't respond to it. I apologize. Yes, I'll hold your package and ship it out next week to your new address. One less thing for you to have to move. So for all you all who don't maybe know, Wendy is moving to North Carolina. Now, while we won't be super close together, she didn't consult with me before picking out where they were going to live. Do you know they just opened a new Sheets in Hendersonville? First one we've ever had. I'm so excited. She's going to be about 4.5 hours away from me. So we're not going to be super close, but she's going to be in North Carolina. Close enough that we can meet halfway in between and go thrift shopping and do fun stuff together. So I am really, really, really excited. It is a digital. There was a lady, Christie's Printables, and she used to run a totally free, she used AI to create her digitals, but everything was free, and people started abusing her. I got so mad because then they started wanting her to make special stuff just for them. And they'd get ticked off if she didn't do it, or she said she would do it and didn't do it in a timely manner. And people just started abusing her, and she was doing it all for free. This was one of her digitals that I got, but she's gone to a paid service now. So, but a few people had to ruin it for everybody. Or they would want her, she would put out an image, and like I might go through this and say, oh, could you do one of these with a pink shirt? And I just got abusive. It used to make me so mad. I kept telling her, but that's cool. I need to do something. Maybe I could get some colored pencils and we could do some coloring on that. Look at that, you guys. Or maybe we do it that way instead. No, I like it this way better. No, it's not, because now we don't have the free. You can go to her website. I think she left some stuff out there that was already there, but she's now on a paid website. I have several of her printables that I wish I had downloaded more if I'd have known she was. Okay, what do you guys think about that? It's not the picture that we originally wanted, but I'm going to cut some of this white out. There we go. That looks better. Christie's Printables, Kristi. Let me see if she's on, she's actually on Facebook. How about if I get some watercolors, since this is kind of the 70s thing, and weave watercolor in there. Artsploration, welcome. I haven't seen you here before. Yeah, so you guys tell me, or we could put it on this one. Oh, that one might be even better. I actually like that better because there's more flowers in there. I'm going to get all the colors wet because I don't know what we want to use. Oh, well, welcome. We're a very welcoming group, and thank you for jumping in and giving your thoughts. This is a very interactive channel, so you're welcome to. And I don't think I want to put those heavy black marks on there this time, but what I might want to do is take my pencil and just put a little bit of shading on those flowers. So we do all kinds of things here. Do you want to tell us your first name, Artsploration? And maybe where you're coming to us from? What city? Oh, let me check the Artsploration. I like that. What is today? The 23rd. Oh, Monday is Kim's birthday. She hasn't been coming in. She's kind of hit or miss. I know she's in a different time zone. But yeah, art exploration, just jump in and give your thoughts. And what I might do instead of that, I might actually use my charcoal. It's a little bit darker, but it smudges better. Yeah. I like that smudging. It gives sort of a shadowed look. Good to see you guys. I'm going to lunch with a friend. Uh-oh, Junk Journals meetup. Tell them about the channel, ma'am. Bring some new folks in. So, art exploration, we go, well, I'm going to change it for the rest of the summer. We're going to drop down to 1 day a week just because I have so much stuff going on for the summer. Mark, Eternity. I'm from town in PA called Corey. Oh, you go by Eternity. Well, Eternity, welcome. Oops. We normally go for an hour and a half. And my normal schedule is Monday through Wednesday and then Friday. We don't ever do Thursday. But starting in September, we're going to drop back to 1 day a week, only because I have a lot of other obligations that I need to. I've got an art show coming up in October that I have to get ready for. I have my garden that needs to be harvested, and it seems like our viewership is down a little bit right now, and I'm sure it's because everybody else has the same issues. And so we're going to drop back to Wednesdays only. And then we're going to do that for September and October. And then together we'll decide on when we go back to 4 days a week. Because during the winter, it's not such a big deal. People aren't outside as much, off on vacation, and people are more available in the winter time. All right, we've got that smudge, and we're going to put her on here so we don't need to smudge as much. All right. There's that. I like that a lot better with the smudging on it. Do we need anything else at all with her? I was going to watercolor these flowers, but I don't know that we need to do that. With the smudging on it. There. We just put a word? Is that busy enough? We won't make you remember all the names, Mark. All right. Do we need anything else with her? A really pretty, cool butterfly up there in the corner? Or we could do something really fun, and I could get out my I could get out my magazine cutouts. We could find something really, well, that's kind of cool up there, isn't it? Little butterfly, right? I'm hesitant to set it down because this sticky stuff on the back is really sticky. What do you think about that? Up above her head. Let me bring it up. What do you guys think about that? Those colors go really well. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You like the butterfly? Rooster likes it. Oh, it's already got a really thick foam. That's why I wasn't setting it down. It's got a thick foam background. So it is up, although I could put it up some more. Let's see, let's put this down. So Mark, what kind of art do you do? Oh, maybe sitting on her head. You don't like it, Irma? I think you got outnumbered this time. We are a majority rules kind of group, Mark, and we even I get overruled. Yeah, what about that sitting on her hair? What do you guys think about that? And it does sit up from the page. I could put more. What do you guys think about it sitting on her head? Okay. I'm torn. I like it on her head, but I like it away from her head too. So here's what I'm thinking. If I put it here, it's a lot of stuff just clustered on her head because she's got all these flowers. But I do like it because the colors match so well. I put it up here, it draws the eye up a little more. Butterfly needs more color. What in the world? Well, I don't have a whole lot of. Some of these get too big. Or maybe I've got some other butterflies that we could use. No, don't like that one at all. I don't know. I don't know, KK. I kind of. You guys tell me, different butterfly or this one? Give me just a yes or a no. Yes for this butterfly or no. And then I'll, in the meantime, look and see what else I have in here. So I've got one that needs more. Hi, Vanessa. Let's go look at the other book that has all the butterflies in it. I'm going to close this watercolor because it looks like I may not need it right now. And I don't want to get it all over the place. So let's pop these back in here. Some of these have more color, but they're way too big. So let's see. Let's go to the butterfly section. Okay, here's where we start. I have this one, but it's too close to that. That one's too big. Some of these are just way, way too big. I could cut that one out, that yellow one. It's not right for sitting on the head. It's too. I could cut that one out. Yeah, I'm not liking these as much. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not liking these. Not seeing anything that's really floating my boat. Because they don't look like they're in motion. That's the thing I liked about that other one. There's that one. But again, I'm just not liking them. I'm just not liking them. Maybe that one on her head. I don't know. What do you guys think about that one? That's the closest one I've seen that I halfway like. Oh, this is an old stamp. Hang on, I'll show you. I found this on eBay. It's an old stamp book. You put stamps in. I've also seen them called stock certificate books. And they're just, let me see if I can find a blank page or one that's not as full. So these just have little tiny slits in them. And I'm thinking about putting some on the other side too. But it's just, it's called a stock book. But it came with those stamps in it. So some people use it for stamps. Some people use it for. Yep, see, that doesn't work. Okay. Yes, give me the finger. Yeah, I think the one in motion looks better too. And it may not have, oh, hang on, there's one more place I want to look. Because I've got a box of butterflies up here. It may have some more in motion. Now these aren't popped up, but we could pop them up. And I'd have to back these with paper because these are those kind of washy I don't know. I'm kind of going, I know it doesn't have as much color, but we could put another one on here with more color. We put this one in her hair because the yellows match, the blues match. And then we could put a different one. I'm afraid to put her down because as soon as I put that butterfly down, it's stuck. We could put those two on there. We could put that blue one, or maybe, oh, this one's kind of big. We could put that green one down there. Or this to stand out, more of a white that stands out better. And then these would be just stickers. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that one. It doesn't go with this one then. I don't know. I don't want to spend all morning looking for just the right butterfly. It's just not that important, friends. We got things to do. What about this? I'm going to go ahead and stick her down. Oh, my brother's here. Where is he? Where's the small shop on here? Say something, small shop, because I don't see him. Oh, Bourbon University, there he is. Oh, thank you. Thanks for telling me. I was so busy working here, Brother Bill, that I forgot to look up. So let me see. Oh, text Judy. I did send your invoice, my friend. Your package is all ready to go. Let me see. I'm just going through the comments. So everybody, Bourbon University is my baby brother. And his name is Bill. And you guys like this blue one down here? Or none down there? Just leave it like that. We could put a word up here. I could stamp out the word groovy. How's the foot healing? My brother tore his Achilles tendon, and so he hasn't been able to work. So I have that color. I don't want to put through because it's so either the blue one. Thank you. Yeah, so he's been laid up, and I can tell you he's not enjoying it much. All right, you guys want the blue? And I'm thinking kind of a diagonal thing. Put it down here. It doesn't have to be exactly in the corner, but do you like the blue? So let's vote A for blue, B for the red. It kind of blends in a little, or C for no butterfly down there. So what do you think? A, B, or C? Give me some votes, you guys. B, you like the red one? I have been through some phases, haven't I? B, you like the blue. 2 like, oh no, the red. 2 of you want the red one down here. And then maybe a word at the top. How about that? I have 3 for B. All right, so we're going to put the red one down. Put the rest of these back here. Well, my brother's no slouch when it comes to creativity. He's a woodworker. And he does it for a job. He does, well, he's a general contractor. So he does a lot of home remodeling, but he also makes these beautiful wooden boxes. He gave me one for my birthday last year. And hard to believe that's only been a year ago. It seems like 5 years ago. So he's no slouch in the creativity department. Yeah, if I could have made a living being creative, I would have done it. But you know, the term starving artist. Oh, I have to show you guys something and tell you a little story. Hang on, let me get this down here. Let's finish this up by putting a word on it, and then I have the most amazing story. I showed it to a couple of people yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Okay. Ooh. Look at, I've got divine or inspire. She may inspire you to do something creative. Oh, I really like this one. Live in the moment. That may be my favorite one because she looks like a very free spirit. What do you guys think about live in the moment? And I'll tear that down and ink up around the edges. This is my favorite. And then I'll show you. Yeah, so I told little brother Bill, I said, you're all laid up, you can't go do anything, you might as well get on. He lives in Utah, so it's quite a bit earlier there than it is here. But are you 2 hours or 3 hours, Bill? I can't remember. So you might as well come on and hang with us. And 2 hours, okay. So the Bourbon University, for those of you who weren't here when he came in the last time, Bill has gotten into bourbon tasting, and it's quite the pastime. And so he's kind of learning it on his own, and he's learned a lot, but he said there's really no channels out there that live in the moment and you know, that kind of tell you how to get started and what to look for. And so he started Bourbon University. It's a brand new channel too. And he's going to kind of chronicle his journey and learning and help, you know, to teach others. So if you know of anybody who's a bourbon aficionado, please share his channel. Hey, Papered Rooster, do you mind? You're a moderator here. Do you mind, Wendy, getting the link and putting it in? Do you guys like the pink thread? I can't get it to. It's a sparkly pink thread. Do you guys like it, or is it? Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. I answered my own question. You know, sometimes we make things when we're creative and we don't know. Like for me, it's a little bit of a sense of immortality, because it's like you're going to live on in your art, right? What do you guys think about that? Live in the moment. Oops. Hang on. There we go. Sorry about that. What do you guys think about that? She's got this butterfly in her hair. We've got this one down here. Live in the moment. Do we need anything else besides some inking? What do you guys? I have no clue where my ink pad is. I am the most absent-minded crafter. I swear I should rename my channel The Absent-Minded Crafter. I can never find anything. Well, if I would get organized and keep it neat and clean, I wouldn't have that problem. But I just don't work that way, you guys. I have to have things everywhere. Loves to yada, yada, yada. Oh, thank you, Wendy. There's Bourbon University's link. So, one, if you just want to see what my baby brother looks like, you can go out there and look. And two, if you're into bourbon or know somebody's into bourbon tasting, is it just about tasting and learning like the history of bourbons and the different like flavor palettes and things like that, Bill? If you had to give, there's what I'm looking for. If you had to describe it, just everything you'd ever want to know about bourbon. Big Mama, my little brother's in the house. Where it says Bourbon University, that's my baby brother. And he's laid up with a torn Achilles tendon. Gonna be laid up for a while. There we go. We've got. I love it. And you know what I really love about it? And I've been getting more and more kind of back to my mixed media roots a little bit. Makes my heart pump and go bam. What does? My card or bourbon? It's just, you know, like grunging up around those flowers in the background and, you know, just adding all the little extra touches that really make the artwork pop. You don't necessarily look at it and see that specifically, but oh my gosh, look at that card. All right, I have to show you guys something. Hang on, let me get to my photos. All right. There's a story behind this. You see this photo and this young man? That man is, well, I'll tell you in a minute. So it was over 10 years ago. That guy was about probably 8 years old, somewhere like that. Oh, there you go. I try to take the frustration out of learning the art of bourbon and expose the fun history of it as well. There you go. There's an elevator pitch for Bourbon University. Um, my pumpkin pie recipe has 2 tablespoons. Oh, makes your pumpkin pie go bam. Well, there's a little tidbit you got to put in your site. Putting it in pumpkin pie. Anyway, when this little boy, at least to me, he's still a little boy, when this guy was about 8 years old, I'm guessing about there, so it's been a long time. I worked with his mom and she knew of my artwork. You know, I'd show her stuff, and I was really into mixed media then, and I was into acrylic painting. And she said her son loved Spider-Man, and could I paint a Spider-Man for him to hang on his wall? That's the largest painting I've ever done. That's like 16 by something. I use in smaller things. So I painted that for him. And the other day, she posted a picture of him and her daughter, who's younger. And she said, I can't believe, you know, the daughter's going to be a freshman in high school this fall, and he is going to be a senior in college. And I responded to her photo and I said, is that the little boy who I painted the Superman picture for? I can't believe how grown up and handsome he is. She said, yep. She says, and he still has it. And the next morning when I woke up, this was in my inbox. So all these years later, thank you. It was inspired by a picture in one of my son's coloring books. So it wasn't like totally freehand. I just came up with that idea. But I did make it come to life on a canvas. But he still has it. He must be, what, if you're a senior in college, what, 22? And it really touched me. I got really emotional about it because like that's a part of me, you know, and it's like that's my immortality. Who knows how long he'll keep that? Maybe pass it on to his son someday. I don't know. But it was pretty emotional to see that. But anyway, that is Alex. And he is her. I mean, this woman is freaking amazing. She's brilliant. She starts companies. She goes to work at a company. She's president, CEO, whatever. And she has raised her 2 kids to excel in everything they do. And it's been fun watching them because her daughter's really into tennis and she's playing pretty high level tennis at, I don't know, whatever age you are going into high school. And he is a basketball superstar. And then just, you know, in his studies, pretty amazing. So I think he's already started 1 or 2 businesses. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but I think he's already started some businesses. So her kids are pretty amazing, as is she. But anyway, I had to share that with you guys because that really, stuff like that just makes my day. I also have one other in the time we have left. I just want to show you. Oh, briefly flip through this. Oh, for those of you who came in later and didn't see it, I'm still working on this. It's going to take me a while. But this is the part that, you know, this stuff came out of, and we're going to make this into a folio page for a journal. It just takes me a long time to do the doodles. This morning I worked some on this one. Now that is all freehand, all of it. And then the other day I did some on this. but it's coming along. It'll just take a little bit of time. But I was cleaning out one of my shelves. Hang on one second. Get back to my live stream here on my iPad. Oh, hey, Gwen. Big Mama, it's wonderful how we can be influences in the career choices of our children. I know. Big Mama, you crack me up. You crack me up. So my mother-in-law gave me this book in 2016. She said, ideas for your arts and crafts, maybe. I have never done anything with this book. I flipped through it when I got it, and it's been sitting on the shelf since 2016. Now I am doing all of this collaging, like the surreal collaging and stuff, and I need backgrounds. And I started flipping through. I mean, just look at that. I started flipping through this book. Oh, my word, look at that. And while I hate to cut it up, look at the people and the animals that we could put standing on these. And then some birds up here. It just is an amazing, look at that. So I pulled it out. There's a background I want to work with. Look at that. Oops, you can't see it all. Look at that. And so this book is, oh, look at this guy down in the underneath the water. Now he's on 2 pages, but there are just some amazing, look at these 2 girls under the water. We could put some fish around them and, you know, undersea creatures. We do a lot with that. That must be the St. Louis Arch. Yep, St. Louis, Missouri. Look at that. The fields. That must be the St. Louis Arch. Oops. Yep, St. Louis, Missouri. A cafe and an umbrella. I know. I mean, the possibilities are just endless. Oh, has anybody ever done this? This one's in Cambodia. We saw it when we were in Singapore. They have these big tubs of water and these little fish. They are, I don't remember what the fish are, but they eat the dead skin off your feet. So as soon as you put your feet in the water, oh, I know, there's so many things that could be done with those girls. When you put your feet in the water, these fish just swarm and they eat all the dead skin off. I wasn't brave enough to do it. So I'm hearing from you guys and all your, oh, this guy. I thought this guy would be fun. Doing something with him. And look at that. Is that not just gorgeous? So look at all of these. Aw. Look at all of these beautiful pictures that I have to create with. Oh, and look at that. Wow. Look at those legs and this guy standing down here. Oh, she's pretty. Exotic and pretty. Oh, thanks. I'm getting ready to get packages ready to go out as soon as we're done here, so it'll go out today. Anyway, I really love this one. Isn't that the coolest book? Well, I'm glad you could make it, my dear. and a horse. No, there's just so many cool pictures in this book. And I hate to cut it up, but the reality is, oh, there we go. We could put wings on her and make her a fairy. Could put a little halo on her. We could put flowers as her train. We could put a thing of flowers there. Could put something fun up here for her to be looking at. Umbrellas. I was just thinking, what if I went in and colored some of these umbrellas a different color? So anyway, oops, naked booby. Oh, look at those tutus. So I thought, this thing has just been sitting on my shelf for 8 years. Yes, it was a gift, but she said maybe what was her note? Ideas for your arts and crafts. So that's how I'm going to choose to implement it. Oh, look at that with the fog down over the water. We could have like a sea creature coming up out of the water. So maybe what I'll do one of these days is pull, and maybe we'll start with those 2 girls underwater since there were so many ideas. What is this? They've got like paint or something all over there. I don't know what this is. Probably not anything I could. Dyes mixed with water rain on women at a festival. Mixed with water and rain. Anyway, maybe we'll. Oh, look at this guy. This is one I have to use. You know who he reminds me of? Look at him objectively. Doesn't he look like Anderson Cooper? Anyway, maybe I'll find that picture of the girls. Oh, here's an elephant from underwater. That's cool. I'll find those 2 girls again and there's some color. We'll do something with that, and I'll take your ideas. I thought she could be something fun too. Could do something fun with her. We could put a little devil sitting on his shoulder and a little angel over here. Anyway, I just had to share that with you guys because I just thought, oh, look at this picture. Oh, hang on. I got to catch up with chat. Look at this guy. And his head isn't right in the nose. Isn't that fun? So anyway, there's a very Life in Color National Geographic photographs. It says this book was $40 and it looks brand new. So I don't know if she paid $40 for it or she found it at a rummage sale or something. She was really good about going to yard sales and stuff. Okay, let me catch up with the chat. Things work out. Oh yeah, for the nephews. Oh, good. Good. And I'm glad you're getting back on track, and I'm glad that you're here with us. There's nothing better to lift you up than some good art. I know, wouldn't she just be gorgeous? I'll have to find just the right images, but yes. So, Brother Bill, are you still here? Let me find what we just did today because I've already lost it. There it is. There's today's project. I love this little girl that we did today. He dipped out early. Oh, he did earlier. Did he say goodbye? I missed it. All right, everybody, if you haven't yet, please give me a thumbs up. Oh, he did. Okay. And if you haven't yet, go over to my channel and look at the video that I posted last night. It was the flip through of this cut and glue or cut and collage images in this book. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And these are royalty free. There's no copyright on them. I confirmed it. I have been having conversations with the author of this book, and she confirmed we're free to use them how we want, and there's no copyright. The only thing you can't do is sell them as images, like scan them and, you know, sell the just the images. You have to incorporate them into some kind of art. But as long as you're incorporating them in your art, you can do whatever you want with this. So, yeah, Juju bought 2 of them. And she's got others too. There's one of ephemera from the 50s and 60s, like housewives kind of thing. And it's got all kinds of old, like appliances and people and things. And so I probably will get that one as well. All right, so go take a look at that, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this up, and then I'm gonna get some packages wrapped up. The name of this book is Cut and Collage Surreal People Ephemera. And the author is Raven Rain. Raven Rains. And she put her contact information in. She self-publishes these, so, and they're print on demand. So as soon as somebody orders one, it gets printed. I contacted her about the copyright thing. Did I need a license if I wanted to use her stuff? And yeah, but if you go over to the video and get the link there, then I get a little baby commission, a few cents, like maybe 30 cents. But the book is it's like $15. It's not outrageously expensive. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end it here because I got lots to do this morning. And I will see you guys on Monday. We've got one more week of full week, and then we go to the 1 day a week. How do you tell gold? You mean, oh, well, before I go, let me give you just a little primer in gold. These days, you're probably not going to purchase something solid gold because of the price of gold. But if you're getting like vintage stuff, it could very well be solid gold. But what you do get today is either gold plated or gold filled. I mean, you can still buy solid gold, but it's really, I mean, a troy ounce of gold, which is less than an ounce as we know it, is what, a couple $1,000s. So, and then you have to pay for the cost of the artist's work to create the piece of jewelry. So it's very, very expensive. Gold plated, same thing with silver plated, is a piece of, yes, you can use a magnet, because plated is a thin, very thin layer of gold. Have you ever bought like a gold chain and you wear it for a while and the gold rubs off and it's like brass underneath? That's gold plated, and it rubs off. Rings, you put a ring on your finger and pretty soon it's turning black before you know it. And brass is not reactive to a magnet, so you would not know that with the magnet trick. The only way you're going to know that is by the price of the item. If you think, oh, I'm getting gold and I'm getting this really great deal, you're probably not, because somebody's not just going to give gold away. Getting gold plated, or you can get gold filled. And gold filled has a much more substantial plating on it that doesn't rub off all that easily. It will eventually, but that's what most handmade crafter jewelers use today is gold filled, because it's got a much heavier layer. So if you're buying like at a craft fair or, wherever, you need to ask them, is this gold plated or is it gold filled? And if the piece isn't hundreds and thousands of dollars, it's probably not solid gold. So you do get what you pay for. And it's the same with sterling. You can get silver plated and silver filled. I always use solid sterling. It's much more affordable. Like on my settings and going through mom's jewelry. Well, you can also take a look and see if there are any markings on it. Like 24K, 18K, 14K. You can also look and these will be stamped into the metal. Those are obviously gold. For sterling, it's going to be 0.925 is sterling if it has a stamp in it. 0.999 is a more pure form of silver. The sterling has some copper, some zinc. It has some other metals in it. So it's 92.5% silver and 7.5% other metals. And the reason the other metals are in there is because, see, I'm starting to bore everybody. So yeah, if you have to go, bye. I'm going to finish my little tutorial here for KK. So the 7.5% helps make silver stronger, because the more pure the silver is, the softer it is. So like if you have a ring made out of, and that's 0.999 silver, otherwise called fine silver, the ring will warp out of shape after you wear it for a while, because it's just too soft a metal. That's why most people use sterling. So back to your question, how do you tell? You'd have to take it to a jeweler or go online and look for, in fact, I have some old jewelry that I don't know if it's, like solid or not. You can get little tester kits and you can find them on Amazon, and it damages the metal a little bit, but you put a drop like on the back of the piece or somewhere where it's not going to be visible. And you put a little drop of this stuff on and it comes back and it will tell you what it is. Otherwise, you got to take it to a jeweler and have them appraise it. And that can cost some good money. Does that help? All right, we're down to 8. So anyway, if you have any other questions, you can text me offline and I will, give you whatever info I have, such that it is. I'm no master jeweler by any means, but I do know a little bit about gold and silver. All right. Have a wonderful day, ladies. And if you're still here, Mark, ladies and gent, love you all. Glad you're here. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday morning. Bye.